This one's my favorite.
He's staring at me like I owe money.
Thank you very much, Phil.
Yep, it's Groundhog Day, and a little furry guy named Phil is the main attraction. But why Gobbler's Knob, and why do so many thousands of people converge right here for such an event? Well, we're gonna find out. Each year when February 2nd rolls around, the folks in Punxsutawney make it a tradition to consult a clairvoyant whistle pig on the likelihood of an early spring.
We have Phil, a little squirrel, rat. No, it's a groundhog. Yes.
Groundhog Day is a modern piece of folklore where we have adopted a European legend that said if the hedgehog saw his shadow on Candlemas Day, there'd be 6 more weeks of winter weather. Well, when all those settlers came to western Pennsylvania from Scotland, Ireland, England, Germany, they had a little bit of folklore like that, and it all kind of got massaged together, and out came Groundhog Day. And it was a reason for people to get together and socialize to basically break up the winter blues.
Groundhog Day has always been a big party day in between Christmas and Valentine's, and what's great about it is you don't have to buy presents for everybody and you don't have to have a sweetheart, so it's a perfect occasion for everyone.
That's my favorite. So is Phil the Groundhog like your deputy mayor?
Phil's in charge. I just follow his lead. Phil's actually in charge.
Wow. Yep, that one's my favorite.
Punxsutawney Phil, the legend. He's quite a legend. There has only been one Phil. This is his 121st prediction this year.
People ask how old Phil is. We don't know exactly. We know he's at least 120 years old, but he was around first.
He gets a sip of magic elixir every summer at the Groundhog Picnic, and that gives him 7 more years of life.
You see, folks, Punxsutawney Phil is no ordinary groundhog. His age is unknown, and he speaks his own language, Groundhogese. Fortunately, the president of the Inner Circle can understand Groundhogese, but only when in possession of a cane that was passed down through the previous presidents. This, in fact, makes it possible for us to receive Phil's annual prediction.
This one here's a perfect 10.
Well, I'll tell you that we here in Punxsutawney believe that this is the only true Groundhog Day, and that Punxsutawney Phil is the only valid groundhog and the only true seer of seers. Anybody else is an imposter. There's one in Georgia, General Lee, and we see him as an imposter. There's some albino groundhog in Canada, and he's definitely an imposter. So, no, Phil is the only real groundhog that can do the thing that Phil does.
Yeah, this one's my favorite. This one's my favorite. Favorite. That one's my favorite.
Prior to the movie Groundhog Day, if you got anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 people up at the Knob, that was a big crowd. When the Groundhog Day hit nationwide, now, when Bill Murray was here, we had over 30,000 people due to that movie. And it's been great ever since.
Watch that first one's a doozy.
Shortly after 7 o'clock, the Inner Circle members will officially trek down to the Knob. Phil will come out.
Punxsutawney Phil!
When he pull him out of there, the president listens, the handler listens.
Within a matter of minutes, he makes his prediction.
On Gobbler's Knob, I see no shadow today. I predict early spring of
Prediction rocks. You know, most times we get, 6 more weeks of winter weather, but today, maybe we have something to do with it, I don't know.
This is not science.
Yeah.
This is a doldrum, middle of the winter break. This is we're here to enjoy ourselves and respect Phil.
What it's all about is fun. It's a celebration of small town. It's a celebration of American folklore, and it's just about having a good time.
That's it exactly.
If you come to Groundhog Day, it's a day you're going to remember the rest of your life. If you stay in your nice, warm February bed, you won't remember that morning from any other.
Groundhog's Day is over, and in rare fashion, Phil did not see his shadow. That means we got an early spring. And if you're looking for the science behind all this, folks, well, you missed the whole point. And by the way, Phil, you're my favorite.